We wanted to create something that was really clean and simple and pure, and sort of get out of its own way to show off and communicate those great proportions that we have. The name, GT4 Stinger, the GT4 part is inspired by the motorsport activity that Kia Motors America has going on in the Pirelli Challenge. And the Stinger, we didn't want a generic GT4 name, so we wanted to give it a little life, and that's where the Stinger part came from. The team was super excited to work on it. You know, obviously, for a designer to work on a sports coupe, it's great. So they were very energetic. But we felt bringing a car like this in concept form is perfect for Kia. It makes sense because what's missing in our portfolio is a sports coupe. It's really meant to be a true driver's enthusiast machine, and that's what the Stinger does. The front face obviously is Kia. You know, we didn't want to walk away from that. All of our cars really need to communicate that from down the road. So you'll see the Kia signature grille in the front. Headlights are very simple though, really just a stacked vertical element. So the front is Kia. And the rest of the form vocabulary as well has sort of this Kia feel in our opinion. The one thing that's interesting that you might not see upon first glance is some of the pattern and detail we put in the grille. It sort of has a stepped pattern in carbon fiber. And then you see we've taken that and put it in the wheel design as well. And then when you walk to the rear of the car, the taillights as well as around the license plate frame have this sort of a stepped pattern, which is kind of a secondary read, which we think is quite interesting. The size and proportion of the Stinger really communicate the sporty aspect. But also, you know, the hood is very low, and then the shapes that are bumped up to cover the shock towers and then echoed in the rear really give this sort of a planted stance, and it's a nice feel to the car. Also, with those shapes that are over the wheels, if you look on the inside, on the instrument panel, we've sort of echoed that same shape over the center stack area, which is quite interesting. From the exterior, you knew that I explained about the shapes over the wheels, and you can kind of see we did the same type of form vocabulary on the IP. The other thing that we took from the exterior is that step pattern I talked about on the grille and on the rear. It's kind of echoed as well on some of these details with the vents and the center stack area. Make it quite interesting. But also really, you know, driver oriented, pretty aggressive seats, nice chunky steering wheel, really give that impression of a true enthusiast machine. The IP it's on the concept, it's leather, but it's a very low, almost no gloss leather, so it gives it sort of this matte appearance. And we picked up a little bit of the Kia-ness of some of our shapes in the rear view mirror. Also, I think what's interesting is we've chosen to left some of the sheet metal in the inside as sheet metal with the doors and the belly of the interior, which harkens back to a little bit of a race car type feel and image. Currently, it's just a concept, but we all are really hoping it will be soon.